Hello, welcome to a speed build in The Sims 4 using the brand new expansion pack, Snowy Escape. Thank you so much to the EA Game Changer program for providing me with an early alpha access copy so that I can check out The Sims 4 Snowy Escape for you guys. And I've already put a ton of videos on the channel. Make sure you go back and watch them if you missed them. We had a build by review, we had a world tour and overview of every single home and family that comes with the brand new expansion pack, and I've also done a video that reviews all the debug items. And on top of that, we did a speed build of a 10,000 simoleon home versus a 100,000 simoleon home. So we've been quite busy, and the debug video, actually, first of all, if you don't know what debug is, let me explain it, because today we are doing a very cool build hack. We are decorating a house with zero money, $0, no simoleon, $0 budget, nothing. We have no money to decorate, okay? That doesn't include furnishing. Furnishing and decorating are two different things. Just decorating the house with no money, nothing. So debug. Let's backtrack for a second. If you guys don't know, there is a secret special menu in The Sims that you could unlock using a build hack, a cheat. It is called bb.show hidden objects. Now, quite a few people know about that cheat. It's actually pretty cool. You can find all sorts of secret hidden items that the developers use to create gameplay. So for example, anytime your sim eats a piece of food or grows a plant or something like that, like there are objects that the team uses to make those things. And so you're able to unlock them with that cheat. There are some limitations to them, but the cool part is a lot of them are free. Not all of them, but a lot of them are absolutely free. They don't cost any money. And there is a special secret menu as well called live edit objects. That is a completely separate one. And the best way to explain those is the developers use those to create sort of the background stuff in the world. So every time you go through a neighborhood and you see a house or something that isn't functional, you see a tree or a bridge or just something in the background, a gas station, a statue, a rock, you know, those types of things are unlocked with the cheat bb.show live edit objects. And I'm saying this out loud, so remember to do it in editing. I'm going to try to put the actual phrases that you need, the actual cheat build hack codes on the screen. If I forget, just ask, they'll be in the comments. And yeah, that's the way that you do it. So you unlock those and they're accessed through two different menus. Basically, go watch my build by review of debug and live edit objects if you want to see exactly how to do that. I go through it step by step, but the point is I got very inspired to make a house and furnish it using the new pack, obviously, Snowy Escape, base game if I have to, just for like the basic furniture. Think of it like a model home, right? If you move into a house, chances are the counters will be there, the fridge will be there, the stove, the sink, the toilet, stuff like that. And then I did extend it to furniture because there isn't really furniture in debug. So I put down like a very basic bed and side tables, a closet, a kotatsu to eat on, couch, tables, things like that, fireplaces, you know, stuff that don't really come in debug. And then this is where like the fun part comes in. I wanted to challenge myself to see if I could completely decorate the entire thing with no money, nothing, zero. So what I do after I put in all the basic objects is I completely get rid of our money. I take it down to nothing, a big old nothing, and go through debug and live edit to make the house come to life, to add the clutter, to add the decorations, to add the plants, to add the wall decor, to add just all that cute little stuff that makes a house a home. Now, right now we're just doing the flooring, and I did play a little bit with the platforms. I have to admit, I had no idea what I was doing. I was really confused. I couldn't figure out how to put the wallpaper on there because I had seen the gurus do it, but I have no recollection of how. I totally forgot, and it slipped my mind that you can use half walls to add color to them, or you can have, there's like a whole separate menu of foundation wallpaper that specifically goes on the platforms, and I could not remember that for the life of me. So I think they end up staying concrete. Maybe I end up playing with the half walls at some point to fix that, but yeah, I definitely did not play with the new foundations, the new platforms. I don't know if they're technically foundations. Let's just call them platforms. I did not experiment with those as much as I would have liked to. because I was more concerned with like really showing off what the pack has and the build buy items and stuff. The platform thing is going to be a base game edition, so anyone will be able to use that even if you don't have Snowy Escape. So I figure we could deep dive and look into that a little bit more later together. I know there are some other limitations to them. For example, I heard some other game changers saying that you can't build a roof over them if they're on the outside. So I don't know how I feel about those yet. Okay, so don't know how I feel about the platforms, but they're there. And I did know and see from seeing some of the other builds in this world that the toilet usually has a separate room in these Japanese style homes. So what I did was make sure that we had a separate toilet. And I was kind of looking at a floor plan. I'm kind of mentioning this in some of my videos in case people are wondering where I get inspiration. I follow different accounts and websites and Pinterest and Instagram and all sorts of places. And I look at different floor plans and architecture and just like layouts of homes to get ideas. So I was looking at something particular. I don't want to put the picture up because I didn't do it exactly and you guys are gonna be like, oh my gosh, it looks so different. I wasn't trying to copy it. I was just going for inspiration, and that house in particular had this really cute side deck that was completely closed in and private. So that is why I made one here, and I figured it would be a perfect place to have some cozy spots to sit and have a drink or read or curl up by the new fire. The new fireplaces are stunning. I love those so much. And now I'm just going through and fixing the roof and just putting in like those last details that I know will not be in debug. For example, I don't think there's any rugs, and I didn't want the house to look completely empty, so I used whatever rugs that we got with the pack or base game. All right, here we go. $0. You see that down in that corner there? Our money is gone. We have nothing. So luckily, Debug and Live Edit Objects have a ton of landscaping. There is so much greenery and plants and trees and flowers and shrubbery to work with. I didn't want to go super insane, but we do make a really cute yard. And anything that's white is free. If it's red, it's redded out because we don't have the money to afford it. These cute fences were in Debug, and it kind of sucks because you have to manually place each one. But I really like them. I kind of almost like them better than the ones that came with the pack. And then I found the food items, which are so cute. A lot of these are from the new food stalls and vending machines. And I do have to warn you, they may disappear when you download this. If you want to download it, it'll be on the gallery. Hashtag Simarchy or user ID Simarchy123 once the pack actually releases. I'll be able to upload that for you guys. And so the food items might disappear. And the other thing is they might spoil. So if you're going to be playing in this house, you might want to get rid of them. I definitely build more for fun and more for just the aesthetic of it, not really worrying too much about gameplay or function. Oh, whoa, that was one of the giant houses out of Live Edit Objects. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I definitely prefer to build for aesthetics than for function. So for me, it's not a big deal. Those monkey statues are so cute. The beautiful lanterns. There's just so much stuff in this menu that I was absolutely thrilled to see. There was even a little wall decor kind of hidden in there. I think it was the only wall decor I could find, so I ended up using that twice. And then there's these cute little floating lanterns that must be from one of the festivals. And since there was a little bit of a gap between that and the furniture, and I didn't have my red shelf, I didn't have any of my mods, or well, I only have one mod, the red shelf and two, and the build cam mod. Regardless, I didn't have those installed, so to counter that, and in here in the bathroom as well, I use that little cutting board or whatever it is to put it underneath the light so that there is no floating, so that there's like no gap between the counter and the pieces that I used. But then I had an idea to use it like a soap dish because I thought it looked like a cute little soap dish, and I was trying to find something I could use as soap to get creative, like sushi, but I was like, that might be a little too crazy. So I end up changing that later with a base game debug object. And these lights, these other lanterns, I turned into flower pots for these beautiful flowers that I think are actually meant to go around the graves, like the headstones. But again, I just really wanted to use them in here, so I sized them down and put them in those lights. And some of these are base game objects now, base game debug objects. I just really wanted to clutter up the place as much as possible. So I'm using the little stones to look like little bits of soap. I was looking for more wall decor. I couldn't find a ton, but I did find these little wooden projects and, of course, bottles and cups and roses. And my mind was going crazy. I found a toothbrush, I found all the makeup stuff. And just so you know, base game obviously has its own debug and live edit objects, and so does every single pack. So the more packs you have, the more debug and live edit objects you're going to have. Seriously, the best build hack that I know. I mean, it is amazing, especially if you are trying to keep these houses under a certain amount of money, if you're doing a starter home, or if you're actually game playing and your Sims don't have a lot of money to spend. That's literally the best way to do it. So I am so into build hacks and tips and tricks and tutorials. They are my favorite thing to do in The Sims. If you haven't already, make sure you check out my description. I have 2 playlists linked there. One is for beginner builders and one is for more advanced builders. And I teach you everything I know in quick, concise little videos. So check those out. Let me know if you want to know anything else, if you have any other ideas that you want to see. And if you like this concept of building a house in The Sims with 0 money, let me know and we could try some with some other packs, because it was so fun. Like, honestly, this was a blast. I loved it. It forced me to be creative and think outside the box and use some items I wouldn't normally use, and I just had so much fun. Like, this was a challenge, but a good challenge. So here we are into the screenshots, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to hang out some more, you got 2 options. I recommend both. Hitting subscribe so you don't miss the next video. I have a lot more coming up. And joining me on Twitch over at twitch.tv/Simarchy. Lots of fun live streams. I stream every day, Monday through Friday. We play The Sims and some other games, so definitely pop in and say hello so that we could hang out and you can help me build and you can give me some ideas to try and I could give you some ideas to try. And I really hope you guys like the way that the house came out. I think that outdoor area is my favorite. Like, the little monkeys with the flowers are so dang cute. And the kitchen stuff came out amazing. Like, all the kitchen clutter is just, there's so much of it. It's so pretty. It's so fun to use. And it's just exciting. It's exciting to play with stuff that you wouldn't normally find in the regular build by menu. So here's another shot into the hallways with some of the plants that I found. And the bathroom, all the bathroom decor was adorable as well. And I really like it. I like it. I hope you like it as well. Thank you again for watching. It means a lot to me. And thank you again, EA Game Changers, for providing me with the early access to The Sims 4 Snowy Escape. I will see you guys next time, and I hope you have a wonderful day.